Hello there, everyone. It is the Super Bowl. It is the Lions. And that doesn't make any sense at all. But here we are in 2022. Perhaps a preview of what could be if the Lions are able to pull their head out of their behind here over the next 2 years and get as lucky as I have gotten so far in this franchise. I'm Mike Lowe. Thanks for tuning in. This is potentially the last episode here of Same Old Lions for season 3. I will be going through the off season, obviously, but really the point of this whole series has always been to win the championship. I didn't think it would happen by the third season, but it is certainly possible. At that, I will have a crossroads a bit. I'm certainly going to go through the off season, but I'll need to decide if I want to continue on with this one or start fresh, maybe do a combo of both and kind of do like a real Lions rebuild here with the off season starting and the week 17 rosters being out pretty soon. So yeah, if you have input on that, please share. I'd love to hear about that. And thanks for checking out the stream today, guys. I appreciate that. I'm getting some really good feedback on the sliders, which of course is kind of what this whole series is based around. It gives people a chance to take a look at the sliders in action. It also gives you a chance to look at the broadcast camera view, which is what I've been using all year. That's not an original idea at all. Ram, I forget his name, but there's a user on Operation Sports, Ram, who introduced that to the community mostly. He's been doing it for a few years, and it's been really cool. And I'm very comfortable with it. So I've had someone ask today, would you recommend getting Madden? It's on sale. Would you recommend getting it? And I would. I think especially if you're willing to commit about a day or so of practicing in practice mode, using the broadcast camera, using the little zoom trick that you'll see. It's great. Now it's just second nature, and it just feels like, when you put a mouthpiece in or something, and at first it feels weird, and then now you don't even think about it, right? So I totally love it. So you will see that here with the Super Bowl. We are at the 2022 Super Bowl, and yeah, a couple things to update you on. Let's take a look at the Lions here, who are heading into the Super Bowl for the very first time. And we have some big news here. We did have some player upgrades. We had our quarterback, Nick Escobar, second round pick, has been bumped up to a star. If we just kind of look at what he's done throughout his career, again, he came in as a starter last year, did not start the whole season, played pretty well. We kind of rolled the dice a little bit. We got rid of Stafford at that point, and we said, okay, well, let's see how he does. And he has improved tremendously and just had a great year, and obviously has led his team to the Super Bowl. He is undefeated in his playoff history so far. And again, just to kind of show you where we got this guy, he was drafted in the second round, third pick overall, and in our very first draft. So again, something the Lions might be doing even this year. I truly hope they don't spend a first round pick on a quarterback. That's just me. I think the quarterback's the least of our worries, even though Stafford's getting older. Stafford's going to be 33 next year. That's not that old. I think people forget he's not 40. He's not old like me. So anyway, Nick Escobar, after having just an outstanding year, made the Pro Bowl. Also making the Pro Bowl for the first time, Pierre Griffin, and he has been bumped. He received an in-game bump when I was on current gen. He fulfilled one of the little challenges, which I now have turned off, but he got a bump up to star then, and he just got bumped up to superstar for making the Pro Bowl. And he was in that exact same draft, right? So here are his 2 seasons. I mean, talk about a rookie year: 83 catches, 1,200 yards. Essentially the same thing this year, fewer catches but more average per catch, and almost double touchdowns. And so he has just continued to be a huge threat, even though he's only 5'10", 179. There's a lot of talk in real life about, I forget the receiver from Alabama, the undersized receiver. I'm drawing a blank on his name now, but really worried about him because he's roughly the same size as this guy. Now, I wouldn't be super concerned. I mean, if a guy can get open, he can run good routes and catch the ball, he'll find some success. So that same draft, he was a third-round pick that year. So that's kind of the big team news. If you've been watching these streams, you kind of know about this team a little bit already. You know about the sliders and so on. Yeah, I mean, what else? I mean, some guys that I brought in, right? Dakota Reeves was a mid-round pick that first draft, like a fifth rounder or something. A lot of these overalls are bumped up because of the morale. I mean, you've got a guy like Taylor Decker who's +4 morale. Take care of your players, keep them happy. Winning games certainly helps. We are also playing for a veteran, and I truly mean that. Like, I've gotten a lot of messages in the little game system that is telling me, like, hey, AJ Green's going to retire. We want to go win one for him. And so he single-handedly has kind of had our offensive morale through the roof, and it's really shown because our offense has played quite well. We don't have that same morale boost exactly on defense. You can see this is kind of a more normal look. A lot of carryovers still on this team that you're going to recognize. That will not be the case if I move forward with this franchise, because there are going to be a lot of guys who are not back next year. Who will not be back next year. Jelani Tavai, Jamie Collins, Deron Harmon are all going to be gone. Justin Coleman will be gone. I think that's it out of the starters there. So we will be losing a lot, but I'm okay with that. I haven't even negotiated with those guys. We have some up-and-comers again. Our second round pick for this year came in as a superstar. Just got really lucky. So we've had some nice drafts. We've been really, really lucky with that. And so, we've had the third pick 2 years in a row, and our second round picks got us Nick Escobar, and it got us Sean Griffin, who is going to be a starter for us next year. So a huge difference between the real life Lions, unfortunately, and this Lions is that we are hitting on our second round picks so far. I do like DeAndre Swift. For the record, I think it's way too early still to take a running back in the second round, even if he is super, super good. You can certainly find running backs in other places. And I like to kind of running back by committee. I mean, you're going to see at least 3 running backs get carries today. So yeah, we will see that. The Colts, you'd be surprised kind of at this Colts team, I think. First off, we went 10-6. The Colts went 9-7. So it's a weird Super Bowl, right? Neither of these teams lit the world on fire that are in the Super Bowl. Their quarterback's Jameis Winston. And before you laugh, look at the year Jameis Winston had. About 4,000 yards, almost 40 touchdowns, 12 picks, 65%. So, I mean, this dude had a year. He wasn't bad last year either for Indianapolis. So he came over from New Orleans after, of course, being in Tampa Bay, former number 1 overall pick, I think, right? Wasn't he the first pick? Yeah. And he has had a hell of a year for them. So, something to keep an eye on. Obviously, Marlon Mack, they have Jonathan Taylor. They have a decent running back they picked up in the 5th round in this draft out of Ohio State. So they are able to run the ball. And that's what we're going to be focused on. They have a pretty good defense, too. Of course, they have a very good offensive line, especially in the interior here. I mean, you can see their center and left guard and their right tackle is also pretty darn good. So if they can run the ball on us, it's going to be a problem. That's what we're trying to avoid. This was their first round pick in the 2021 draft. Kyle Gibbons, he's a defensive end. He has a normal trait, but a 79 overall, pretty darn good player. Let's see. Justin Houston. They got DeForest Buckner up the middle. They got Darius Leonard. Fred Warner. So, I mean, they have a middle. They're defensive. They have a good front seven for sure. Pretty darn good, and they're going to blitz a lot. I have a 4-3. They blitz about a third of the time. Corners aren't too bad. So they have a pretty darn good defense. By the way, their first round pick this year is DeAndre Ferguson out of Michigan State. So he is still hidden. Again, he hasn't played a ton, but after this game, they'll probably be able to see it. So he could be a special player. But again, they got some depth here. It's kind of surprising they haven't got him more action, but he was the 16th pick in the draft this year. So that's the Colts. As I mentioned, again, just kind of looking at the standings. I don't think the Colts won the AFC South. They did. So actually, they did win their division. What a weak division that was. But yeah. Other interesting tidbit I noticed, the Colts are undefeated outdoors, and they are 4-7 in a dome, whereas we're a better dome team. I have no idea where the Super Bowl is being played. Again, one of my kind of quirks with Madden is just work on the presentation a little bit. I have no idea, number one, where the Super Bowl even is. I don't know what the weather is going to be. We're just going to walk out of the tunnel, right? And it just adds a little bit to it. And again, weather doesn't even matter in Madden right now. Even if there was snow on the ground, it's not going to impact the game. It just looks cool. But those would be nice little things. So again, it's not a perfect game. No one's saying it is. Real quick, I do like to look, especially when they have guys on the defensive line. I like to kind of see what their X Factor guys are able to do here. So I mean, they have a really good defense. So Fred Warner, this is one of their core, another linebacker. I'm sorry. Man, they have a tough defense today. So he's going to have a larger area of effect on QB pressure. So again, got to be really careful, especially when you got a guy more interceptions than zone coverage. We got to be really careful today. Again, their offensive line, really, really dominant. We are focused on stopping the run. So he's going to be, boy, he's just going to be all over the place. Outside and inside runs. Kendricks. I don't even know where he plays. He's an outside linebacker. Number 1? That's kind of cool. Not too bad. So again, boy, they got weapons all over. They still have T.Y. Hilton on the team. So, and again, if you haven't seen the Lions X Factors, take a quick look at them. Kenny Galladay is our superstar X Factor. He had an upgrade last year. Pierre Griffin now. This is his first game with this. Grant steerable spin and juke moves. I've never even used that. I'm not even sure what that's going to be. That's going to be our starter next year at corner. I don't know if they're related or not, Pierre and Sean. And then, of course, Jeff Okudah. Can really wear guys down with his press coverage there. So he had 2 interceptions in the NFC Championship game. Only had 1 in the regular season, but did lead the NFL in passes defended. Even though our defense was, if you're wondering, like, oh, maybe the sliders, our defense was not good, right? I mean, if you look at our team stats here, we had the number 1 offense in the league, which is crazy because that wasn't even close the first 2 years. 27th defense, right? So we were in some high yardage games. We scored the 2nd most points in the regular season. But we allowed the 23rd most. And so it was really weird because, again, we were not anything to really write home about on offense those years. And really our defense was probably better. So that's something we'll be looking to kind of improve there. But here we go. It's going to be Super Bowl time. Lions, Colts, no idea where we're playing. No idea what the weather's going to be like. I can't tell you it'll be on broadcast camera. I can't tell you I'll cry if I lose. No, not really. It's really loud. New headphones, by the way.
Super Bowl 57.
Really impressive. Super Bowl 57, they just told us. I don't notice the sound as much on like Madden, but like with Demon Souls. Some games that have probably spent a little bit more time focused on the audio parts. I'm hearing the fireworks a lot more now. Things like that. I think this is the first time I've ever like legit played in a Super Bowl in Madden. I don't think I've ever, and I've had every Madden, I think, or pretty close to it, since Madden 92. Again, 92 Madden was my first one. I don't think I've ever played in a Super Bowl where I actually like played the whole season and played the franchise. So
Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions.
got the Super Bowl patch on. The only coin toss I've ever seen in Madden. They usually just cut right to kickoff. So I'm just letting these presentation pieces play out here. We're playing in Arizona. I mentioned earlier, the Colts are undefeated outdoors. They're 5-0 this year outdoors. We had a losing record outdoors. I also don't believe in stats like that. I think that those are just completely ridiculous stats, especially with such a small sample size there.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they get him down shy of the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
What you like about him? Guy loves football. Flat
Hey, thanks, Ryan. I'm kind of nervous. The Super Bowl.
Through just about everything, and walks that line between creativity and being able to take care of the football, taking those chances and not. When he figures out exactly where that line is on every snap, look out, folks. Jameis Winston will really ascend as a quarterback.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that this...
And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll bring this one back to the 29. So now the Lions go on offense in a great start.
We'll take it. Use their big hit.
Leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan...
What's up, Waffle? Yeah, that's... I showed at the beginning of the stream. He's been really good for them. He threw almost 40 touchdowns. About 4,000 yards for them this year. They won the division. They were only 9-7, but they won the division.
Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right?
They like to blitz a lot. They play 4-3, but they zone blitz like 34% of the time. So, and they have guys who can play really well in zone. Really got to be careful here. But we'll take an early turnover.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Down to the 25.
Dakota Reeves there. That's that left guard I showed you guys. He was a 5th-round pick in the first draft.
A Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he steps away. Now he'll pull it down.
All that for 1 yard.
And now it's
I forgot to keep the camera zoomed out.
But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
We are going for this.
For that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. He'll look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one inside the 10.
Jeez, now our backup left guard just got hurt.
A timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Yeah, it is. It is a revenge game for Hines. He's good. I like Hines. I'd like to keep him on the team, but I'm not paying a running back that shares carries two other guys $4 million a year.
The trust factor in effect.
All right, well, this game has started off about as well as it could.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
I think I'd already be, if this was like real, I'd be hyperventilating by now. I'd be freaking out. I'd probably already be crying. Like, I wouldn't even know what the tears would be at this point. It would be like a bit of joy, but also like just complete and utter fear tears. That like I know I'm about to get hurt.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At their own 19-yard line. Second drive coming up here.
Yeah, me neither. I was not expecting this. We've had a really nice little run as of late.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Trying to strip that ball there.
See if they can pick those things back up. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's
So that might have been that game plan working there. Really focused on stopping the run.
No gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking for Campbell downfield.
Oh,
And unable to connect. Incomplete.
it's out there.
Credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Here's a
big
handoff
blitz.
to Hines to begin the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
They got a good defense. I was waiting for Galladay. He might have had single coverage there deep.
The offense is just moving in the wrong direction.
But yeah, I didn't read the blitz at all.
In the right direction.
Take a quick look at that. So Galladay, that safety was playing a bit of a robber, but see, he would have had single coverage deep, so I was just waiting for that to kind of clear that safety. I had AJ Green open too. I would have had to throw it right away. In the flat wide open. I just didn't read I didn't read at all the blitz, or else I would have just thrown it out to the running back, so it's okay.
The defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive
3rd and
back.
24. We don't need to get too cute here.
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So possession goes.
Yeah, it takes some practice, Ryan. Ryan's saying
And the Colts will go on offense.
he's a little trouble recognizing the deep ball.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now.
But part of it too is I look there first. That's where I, especially with the way I built this team. I mean, we have a strong arm quarterback who can also run, and we have guys who can catch the deep ball. So, I mean, I look there first. And I always, in the back of my pocket, I try to
Begin the drive on the ground with Mack.
make sure, you know, I got an escape route. And that sack, I just,
Leaves it with a 2nd and 3.
I wasn't looking.
Right here early on, it doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Winston. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Winston. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I should have made like a spread of food or something here. Although this is the first Super Bowl. I mean, I've never watched the Super Bowl I've like really given a shit about, you know, as a Lions fan. It's a food party, right? You just go to eat and hang out, and yeah, I watch the game, and eventually we'll start rooting for a particular team, but I've always said if the Lions make it, I'm locking myself in the bedroom. There are very few people who are allowed in that bedroom with me. I will not be at a party where someone's asking, like, what offsides is, nothing like that. Probably won't actually be at a party.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh my gosh, what a catch. Oh no. There's the Lions play for you.
He's able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him in the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Brian Mazik wrote a pretty interesting article. It's actually about MLB The Show. It's up on Forbes if you missed it. But kind of talking about some of these like updates. Like, they're cool the first few times you see them, but like, do they really add anything? You know, it's kind of something you just start skipping.
Now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston.
At Christmas. 3rd overall pick in the draft. Got him playing on the defensive line full time now. He's a linebacker technically, but
he had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the Next Gen Stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be
that'll be on the offense. It's weird because it almost looks like that should be on the defense, or at least the offense should get a chance to snap it. They don't give you many of those opportunities.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jameis to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards on the pickup. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to go down.
And Flowers has just been crazy this playoff run.
Flowers in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that?
Their defensive line's very, very good.
Realize it hasn't worked for someone else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players. And maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this
Hawkinson
magnitude.
or AJ Green should be open here.
What's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon. He had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing.
Really need Ragnow to get a good block there.
Travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape.
Man, their defensive tackle, their line is good. Without a draw, we might be able to surprise them.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And possession will switch hands.
McCullough's a generated player there. I forget what round they got him in. Third round receiver, maybe?
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it. It's Mack. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Winston. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's good.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, Campbell making the catch. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run it with Mack. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro down for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Thomas. Pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. The marking got officially at the 34. 34-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head
Sit back up running back there. I forgot Nash is out today.
They did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Ooh, man, the defense is good.
They're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Ooh, man. Hey, did I miss something, or there was nobody open there? I was hoping for man coverage there. I mean, Hawkinson was open a little bit, but I just started to move. I just didn't see anything. Just blanketed. Good coverage, Zach.
About 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
A loss of 8 yards on the sack. It's 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use
smart
a
to be
conversion.
bumping these guys.
This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big
so close.
T.J. Hawkinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Just reset the play there.
They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That's out to the left flat and complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay.
Good
That's
D.
going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Should have waited a little bit longer for that safety. I gave him too much time to get back there.
It's 3rd down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot
They should be
downfield.
open here.
Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get
Their defense is good. I mean, guys are just
his second catch of the
covered.
Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 40.
He's one of the 3 backs we use. He's our power back.
We're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Good grief.
And he's going to be hit.
Just that extra second's not there against this team. They're really good. My first 2 options are covered.
Back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case,
Good. Tough game. I like it.
This entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back
Let's see if we can get anything open here.
There's still a long way to go in this football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I had those receiver buttons mixed up there. It's the Super Bowl. You need to stay in.
Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
We get the ball at the half, so our offense is... We scored the first drive of the game.
Helmet back on and ready to go. And he's been pretty good under the lights here tonight, hasn't he, partner?
He certainly has, and I
Need our defense to help us out here, though.
I don't know what it's like for you, but to me, preparing for a night game involves a little bit more. Trying to hold your intensity, hold that edge throughout an entire day of waiting to get out there and play. You know, the meetings, what time you're going to eat, all of those things. He's harnessed it very well. It's turning in a nice performance.
And he's closing in on 100 yards. For me, it's all about the afternoon nap for a night game.
I like the way you prep.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Jeez.
And made a really nice play.
Seriously, this threading needle. 13 to 14.
Catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball, let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Mack. And he'll get it out to midfield.
I had the pass predict on there, I thought. They're going to pass at that point.
Yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, Mack.
Oh my god, their guard just obliterated me.
He's got this to the 30.
I forget his name already. The 99 overall guard. And you can feel it. Like he just completely drove me out of the play.
In the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Oh man.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Yeah, Quentin Nelson,
First
right?
and 10, Winston. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time.
Is he like Irish, like from Ireland Irish? Or just like Irish heritage?
Tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A second down throw for Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Mack gets hit and the ball is free. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play action.
Figured I could try and take his head off with the penalty coming. Oh, I see. Irish as a Notre Dame. Okay. Oh yeah, you're a Notre Dame fan, aren't you?
That time it cost him.
Still second down.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the gun, Winston. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Always like Notre Dame. I like
That was the ninth
classic,
play of the drive,
you know,
and they
traditional
picked up 9 yards with it.
programs.
Cool about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Winston.
Oh, do that.
Be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Makes the score Colts 13, Lions 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds
We get the
up
ball
to
at the
be a
half.
play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just
Offense might be hard to come by in this game, so we will try to push it. But this is a team, like I said, wow. I knew their defense was going to be tough. So again, push it, but like, don't push it too hard, right?
He gets attended to. We'll step aside.
You don't want to leave anything on the table at this point, though. I'm going to take a look deep here.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And looking at this
Probably going to be
situation,
switched here underneath,
you
but we got 3 timeouts.
all
That's
3
fine.
timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe.
Yeah, the kick returns have been good. Maybe I
Press it a little bit.
should be starting that guy all year.
Touchdown here gets you the lead. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think,
You know, I'm going to actually just run Galladay
just
deep on this.
I just need something right here, and the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throw in deep for Galladay. And this is taken in at the 5.
Ooh.
And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone
I actually
cover
want
him.
to chew a little
That type
clock
of
here.
decision can open up to even more big plays.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
I'd always like to look and just see. Nothing. If anything would have been wide open, but no.
They'll run with Swift. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Stay in the game.
So stuffed from the 2.
We'll take a timeout here. About 15 seconds left.
Play action.
Definitely let him get outside and create.
Pretty much called timeout on next two plays, so we're doing okay. I can run anything we want. I do want to get Galladay alone out there. He's not alone here. Wasn't trying to do swagger, I was just trying to truck in there, so.
As the first half is winding down, and the Lions have tied it if they hit the extra point.
See, Bo, I told you to stay in the game. Aren't you glad you did?
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being
God, I think I just missed that.
And right now they get that opportunity.
Whew.
No doubt that is a big-time score and a big-time.
If I'm gonna lose a Super Bowl, fine. Please don't let me lose it because of something like that. It would be so Lion-esque. Like a missed extra point. I would be like, I would probably need like counseling. I mean, I would need to seek out therapy if the Lions lost. Not by 1 point, but specifically by like a missed extra point to lose by 1 point. Even if it happened in the second quarter. I wouldn't be able to sleep. You just lay in bed thinking about that, wouldn't you? Looks like they're just going to run it out, but I don't trust them. We have trust issues here on the Lions. We have trust issues.
You think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Matthew, that's a good question. On Operation Sports, at some point, if you mentioned you've never won a Super Bowl, I've never won a championship, at least in an online league. I mean, I'm sure I've won like Stanley Cups and NHL, random stuff like that. I've never won anything in an online league, whether it was a Super Bowl. No funny business. I've been to a couple front office football game. If you play that, front office football Super Bowls, lost them both. I've been to probably 3 or so World Series and out of the park baseball over the years. These are on online leagues. Lost them all.
What a season this has been.
I'm the Buffalo Bills of simulated sports.
We'll get back to you guys for the second half of
pretty decent
Super Bowl
teams.
in just a moment.
Just can't win.
It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains.
That's okay. It's fun. I'm sure Buffalo Bill fans. I would love if my team made 4 Super Bowls and lost. I'm sure it was heartbreaking, but you know, looking back, like that's a hell of a run.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a
Buffalo Bill fans, I will trade you my team's history for yours.
here in this Super Bowl.
Alright, that kick return, that was good. I was really high on Jameis when I picked him. I picked him really late, 6th round pick or so, receiving back. Thought he'd be better, he just hasn't really materialized. Again, I like to use 3 running backs, so I like to get him late in the draft too. Thank God he hasn't fumbled yet, knock on wood. My dude loves to fumble, man.
Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks.
This is AJ Green's last game. Let's get AJ Green a look here.
When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
If it's there.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain.
Yeah, it's funny, 10-12, that last drive, I mean, it ended up Escobar had a pretty good half. You wouldn't have thought that without that last drive, though. So I just want to capture some momentum here. I know people love to throw the ball up on 2nd and short, and I do too. I just can't do it too often. Just like NCAA football games, you got to get momentum here. So getting just a simple first down here. It's that momentum train kind of chugging along the tracks.
Continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we
Got
just
a lot of
saw.
guys up. It's either going to be like a 1-yard run or a touchdown. And 1-yard run. Not even. 3-yard loss. Okay.
on second down.
As a wide out, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Double post. Couple guys underneath there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 34.
Wasn't comfortable with anything I saw there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
Griffin
what a nice job they did getting
might be open here. It might be Hawkinson underneath too. Oops.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot
I'll throw that just about every time, though.
7-yard line.
Let's see what I missed here. Just not that sharp today. Yeah, I mean, it was single coverage. I mean, kind of. The corner got all turned around. I don't know what he was doing. That corner just... I mean, as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, Galladay on a safety, let's go. Yeah, Hawkinson was the right read, though. I mean, he was wide open. He would have had the first down. But again, I don't really regret that, because you got Galladay running a post on even a good safety. More often than not, he's going to make a play. So speaking of momentum, right, we got to be a little careful here.
See their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. He'll get this one to Pittman.
And they get to getting that ball into some tight windows.
To the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I cannot wait to get a better safety next year. It's like #1 on my shopping list.
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. They'll run on first down. It's Mack.
Oh my gosh.
He works free. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Big momentum swing.
27 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath out.
That guard again.
Give me a second here.
Both the guard and their center.
He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed.
Just dominant.
The evidence was right there.
And
if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Winston. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first.
Yeah, Delonte, there's a lot to like about next-gen Madden. I mean, the gameplay. I guess that's the most important part. You know, it doesn't matter how nice the franchise goodies are and stuff if that part's not good. So
think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Shoot.
Now on first down, he'll
Can't see what I'm doing. Sometimes that.
right. He's going to take off with it.
I have no idea what's in front of me. Okay.
He'll cross over out of bounds right at
Take
the
it
25.
for a busted play. Usually, even if you send a guy in motion, it'll still zoom out. Oh, you know why it didn't? I forgot to call the fake audible. You have to pull up the audible menu to get that to happen. You can cancel the audible. I forgot to do it. So it's a bit of a busted play that we just gained something 40-something yards on or whatever.
And they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big time pickup on that
Let's give him a little rest here.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get it as they stop him behind the line.
Man,
They'll lose a yard.
second and long all day today.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Got the quarter changed.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that will be
Kenny got out.
incomplete.
Kenny G.
Dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2 man plays in a row. Probably going to go zone here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come
Don't
up with
overthink it,
something
though.
here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Colts
He broke
sticking
way
with
later
it
than I thought he was
and
going to.
that brings up 4th. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
19.
Colts defense is good. What's neat too is you have 2 teams who probably have a lot of like that morale built up and you know, that kind of seasonal momentum. It's funny because the Colts came into the playoffs, they had lost. It was I think they lost 4 or 5 straight games. I was looking earlier today, but obviously they haven't lost in the playoffs. But it's kind of cool to see you get that playoff momentum going because this is definitely the best team we've played so far. All the games have been good. Really, the worst game was against Tom Brady and the Bucks. Tom Brady was just a 77 overall. He was an 80 with his morale bump, but you know, he's about 84 years old in this franchise, so oh, could this be a good time when our game plan of trying to stop the run? We're going to be down here.
Off the play fake, Winston. He completes this one to Mack.
Oh, he's trying to hit that ball out again.
7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking deep
Oh
for
my
Hilton.
God.
And
Wow.
this one is
What happened there?
incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it. and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Looking deep for Hilton. And that's
Oh
caught.
gosh, what a catch.
A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a
Ooh.
shot, couldn't connect. And a look
Nelson.
now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit.
I mean, you never want to wish someone to be hurt, but I hope he's hurt. He's a video game player. I hope he's dead. That would definitely help our cause. Oh my gosh. He's killing us. They're just eating up our man coverage right now.
Using the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it.
Oh my gosh. Just walked right in.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon.
Take a quick breather. Quick restroom break. 1 second. So they could go up by 2 scores here.
And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And in Euro now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run.
All right, come on, Lions, let's do it.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Thomas. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case,
Coverage is so good. I usually don't run this much. He's never had this many rushing yards in a game.
But you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base
Everybody's
that
staying
wants
in.
to drive
Come on.
with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it.
That's actually the first time the commentary was like spot on. I did look there. It's kind of funny.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, it's Hines. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here.
Oh my gosh. That's so fast.
Justin Houston in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
Let's see if we can get up with our money play here. This play works really well against zone. They've been running a lot of zone today. There it is. I feel kind of dirty now.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit.
I haven't called it, I don't think, the entire playoffs.
56 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
I mean, he still had the players to pull it off, but...
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just
I wish I could just take that play out. But I like to see it, because, like, every patch, I try it on every patch, right, just to kind of see if there's any difference. And it doesn't work every time, but if that safety freezes, it's just, with his speed, it's... I don't know, I guess it's not terribly... I don't think I've called it a single time in the playoffs. So if you kind of think of it as like our money play, why would you not call it in the Super Bowl? So, am I a bad person for calling that?
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's up over 100 yards.
I want to know if Quentin Nelson's still hurt.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard
Todd says, win at all costs.
How they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the
It is a good play, man. It's just, it works too often. And maybe, hey, if other people have tried it and they haven't had that kind of success, then maybe there's something there. And I get it, like, that guy's fast. Now he's a superstar dev player. I mean, the kind of guy who should make that play. Gosh.
Campbell making the catch. And he slips up past the 45.
Not going to matter if we can't stop him anyway. Yeah, if anything, they need to quit calling those plays.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
Killing us.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, the toss here completed to Pittman. And it's going to be another
super efficient today.
They'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35.
Both teams with a turnover.
Here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mack.
Oh, I got caught inside.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Juan Smith in on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Play fake. Winston.
Oh, I just got roughing the passer.
In the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That was on me, like legit on me. I was close, but
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't
that's
afford.
such a Lions
It's an
penalty
absolute
too.
killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Marlon Mack. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The
NFL leader in pass breakups.
And it brings up 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What do you think?
Only 1 interception on the season. He had 2 in the NFC Championship game I mentioned earlier. Huge plays.
It's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a throw that's complete.
Oh, man.
And now he's free. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown.
Nothing wrong with that one. That was just a busted play by them. The AI, again, one of the other tweaks I'd like to see, man, is just don't telegraph the blitzes. So, you know, or just do some masking of non-blitzes, right?
Absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
By 1, yeah, I guess we go for 2.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 6.
Oh, jeez.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a 1st down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Give him 30 yards there.
I feel pretty good right now, Ryan. That play was crazy by Galladay. I was just trying to, you know, get my 8 yards off their blitz, and that play reminded me of that.
Chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, Kyle Corbin, this is from the Pulse. Does it sound bad? Good? Somewhere in between?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the
But that touchdown reminded me of that Larry Fitzgerald touchdown, right? He was just running forever. They ended up losing that game, but against the Steelers there.
From the gun, Winston.
Ooh, nice play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Yeah, it's from the Pulse one. I turned it up one notch, that's all.
If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh,
He
jeez.
finds his target, it's Schultz. And
Wow. What a huge play.
down inside the
371. We can't do anything.
on the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some
Yeah, my game plan was not very good today.
Throwing
I thought they'd be running the ball behind their guards and their 90-something running back.
Plans and best design plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Mack. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9.
Oh, they are still running. I mean, 21 for 132. I guess good thing I did plan against that.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Out of bounds, out of bounds.
It's caught at the 7-yard line.
Oh, come on. That's a crazy spot.
Just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Looking to run with Mack.
Oh.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line.
I tried so hard to force the turnover there.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd. You go
Oh, man, I thought I had it.
The possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now Winston.
Oh,
And he
gosh.
takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Oh, man.
3 yards out, and the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he knocks it through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Colts.
I mentioned earlier we need to be focused on building up this defense for next year. We have 2 second-round picks. We have 2 sixth-round picks. We actually have 9 draft picks.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a
But our first-round pick basically gives us like 3 second-round picks, really.
Making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton.
They didn't double-team him. There's no double-teaming in Madden. We don't have the technology for that.
When they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it
what
up
the
for
call.
other people to have big games as well.
Try that busted play from
Ready
earlier.
to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh,
Throwing
just-
into traffic there, and that's complete.
They get to me so quickly, I can't wait as long as I want.
To the 30. catch there brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete.
I'm going to go to Griffin there, but that was a surefire first down there. I'm going to pass it up.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're able to swarm him behind the line. And
Speaking of stopping the run game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
2nd and 11.
Oh, wow. Broken that so fast.
Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep
Bad
for
throw.
Galladay. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
All right, you stop.
Getting in there to break that one up. Rock Ya-Sin.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
All right. All's well that ends well.
Turned out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position.
Well, we know they're going to run like crazy.
Downs it inside the 5-yard line.
That's what the AI likes to do down here. Way too predictably.
15 inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Mack. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be
Let's
stopped.
go. We don't need to celebrate. Come on. I wish they just had a cancel button. I usually just hit the stick in a direction.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme.
We're too scared just to put a run up the middle block on or predict on.
Run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot
Just wrap them up.
not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back.
Will they fake this?
Take care of the ball and try and move
I don't think they will.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Waffle, I like run command. I use it quite a bit, but you really got to be sure. And I guess that's the problem I have with it is that, one, it's too unforgiving, but also the AI is so predictable about it.
They force the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Right
Oh,
at the
Galladay might be open here. Oh, yeah.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Good D.
Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And that play goes
not a good read.
nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same
I tried to just float that. They were blitzing. I tried to just float it. 4th and 11 at the 50.
Take the hit and pick up yardage, but in this
Man, that's a tough call right here.
really well and popped it free.
We got 3 timeouts. We got to punt it again. We have a good punter, so.
Punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Colts coming out now. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Now, he stepped around one man, but he'll only wind up getting about 1 yard. 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. And Schultz. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with.
They have played better than us, though. They really, really have.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Mack again.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Oh, gosh, great cut. It was a counter. Great play. Well, that's bad news there. Dang, is that it? That's it. Colts win. Definitely had our shots, but they definitely played better too. Hey, it's a successful year. I'll take it. Yeah, I agree. It was a great season. Hey, the Lions went to the Super Bowl. We got something to build on. Yeah, Winston was sick in this game. I told you, at the beginning of the stream, I said it. I'm like, you're going to see his name and you're going to laugh, but this dude had a hell of a year. That's a bummer. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate that. Got the off season up ahead, so. I've actually never even watched this. I mean, I've seen it on Twitter 1,000 times, but I like the video kind of comparing, like, check out the last, like, 4 years of Super Bowl celebrations in Madden, and it's, like, exactly the same thing.
You'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible.
We'll see, man. I don't know. We're going to have a tough schedule, the way, if Madden does the schedule the way the NFL does. One of the things that helped us this year, we were 3rd pick in the draft last year. That's why you see so many teams go worse to first. It's the way the schedules get generated. Now, I don't feel so dirty about running that play, but I still don't. Yeah, I don't know. Man, definitely had our. Look at that. I mean, we just. Our defense didn't really do anything well today. So I don't feel bad about losing this. I mean, it sucks, but they just played way, way, way better.
We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
They had a good team. You can see the difference having a good defense. That's what we're looking to do. But hey, at least the Lions now have gone to a Super Bowl. We've won some playoff games, something to build on. But yeah, let's see. So I mean, 500. I mean, come on, 160 rushing, 3-7. There's just can't win giving that up. We were 2 of 11. So 3 of our 4 playoff games, we were really bad on third down. I mean, there's nothing here that. Thanks, Lante. Yeah, I mean, it was a tough game, but it wasn't. I mean, like I said, I don't feel bad. We should have lost this game. So I guess from a slider standpoint, like, I'm kind of shocked it was this close. I'm surprised Nick Escobar had a higher rating. He also had some key scrambles. This guy's so good. But let's just see here. So 296. I mean, again, you show me that stat line, and then also you show me, you know, his rushing. And I'm thinking like, oh yeah, he's Super Bowl MVP, like we won, but that's not the case because of this guy, Jameis Winston. Just, you know, it's funny, Brady had about 40 attempts and it was just atrocious for the Bucs, but here's 40 attempts from Winston, super efficient. I mean, this too, quietly. This is also, you know, part of the story here. 29 for 162, and it's not like he just had some crazy. I mean, 5.5 is really good. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, he just ate us to death, just slow death. 5 broken tackles. He's the only running back who touched the ball for them. We spread it around, and we just nothing. Look at this. None of these guys. That's a huge thing right there. So as much as their offense, but I mean, we were. How many times was I in 2nd and long? I mean, it was almost every single drive, 2nd and long, 2nd and long. That gets really, really hard. Galladay, awesome game. Yeah, they had good pass protection as well. Yeah, I mean, their line just, you know, really, really done. And their defensive line, too. Had a lot of pressure on us. We got 2 studly receivers here, and I love how they complement each other. You got the big body guy, you got the speed guy. We're going to need to get a slot receiver, and probably another running back. Those are probably our big needs on offense. I'm always looking for offensive linemen. So that'll be something too. The rest of it's going to pretty much be defense, though. Yeah, we had 2 sacks. Jeff Okudah, 5 pass deflections. Wow. Impressive. For them, they had probably too many sacks. 2, 3, they had 4. Yeah, and you could feel them. Made a big difference. See their receiving stats. They had some guys for sure. Who was number 11? It was this guy here, Michael Pittman. Just had a crazy game. He was catching everything on just those crossing routes. Yeah, hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. 3 seasons in, though, we're the same old Lions. I mean, we're not the same old Lions. That's not fair. But still, Super Bowl less Lions. We definitely are. Oh, these are my practice squad guys. I'm like, who are these guys? Okay, yeah, just practice squad guys. So, well, are you guys interested in an off-season stream? I'm off this week. I'm on vacation. I have a COVID vacation. I got the sweatpants on. The dog's sitting here. It was raining most of the day today. What else? This is life, man. Thank God I got this PS5. It is so unfair that Sony isn't giving these systems out properly, and I don't know what y'all are doing during lockdowns and whatnot. Be safe. You know, I don't want anybody getting. We're so close now. My wife and I were talking earlier. It's like so close. You know, the vaccines are rolling out now, and again, not that that's like going to solve everything in the world, but and just, you know, stay safe, everybody. That's all I can say. So the Lions perhaps played a little too safe today. It cost them. They lose 36-32, but we are ready to jump into the off season very, very soon here. And I'll give you guys some updates on that. But if you want to see the sliders for this, I'm really happy with how they're playing. I'm not just saying it because they're mine. I'm very critical of my sliders, actually. Like, I know people like my MLB The Show ones, and there's always stuff every year about that game or my sliders that just bug me, you know. And it's hard to really get right. There's a lot of moving parts in a game, and then when you have sliders involved, it's exponentially more difficult. And you have other people who are using those, and it's exponentially on top of exponentially more difficult. So your guys' feedback super helpful, and I super appreciate you guys spending time here in the stream, checking out different sliders, keeping franchise mode relevant. That's something that yeah, I don't know. It's what I grew up playing, so I enjoy these modes. Again, the team building stuff's always fun. I'm always curious to hear how things are going in your franchise. So check out those sliders. I'm on Twitter at MikeLowe47, and if you want to see more stuff like this, yeah, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm getting close to 1,000. I think that'd be a fun goal. I don't do microtransaction stuff. I just don't have an interest in it. So I'm just not as cool as everyone else streaming, but nonetheless, I have a good time doing it. So real quick, and then we're gonna jump out of here. But these are the messages that I kept getting all through the playoffs. Couldn't make it happen. Kenny Galladay's pretty bummed. I mean, he did his part, 2 touchdowns. Let's see what AJ's got to say. I wanted the Super Bowl. I'm just tired. All right. Good luck to you, AJ. AJ Green is retiring. Okay. Well, we're going to let him go. I signed him on a 1-year deal. He's been here acted like, you know, he's given so much to this franchise. I'm like, let's be honest, guys. He was our slot receiver for 1 year on a year where we had 2 receivers who were over 1,200 yards. He didn't have that big of a role. Everyone needs to just relax. Anyway, with that, I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.